Most people walk through life never knowing the small facts that could one day save them, or someone they love. The difference between a minor scare and a real disaster often comes down to a single piece of knowledge in a tense moment. From a kitchen fire to a thunderstorm to a quiet day at the pool, these survival facts are simple, surprising, and worth remembering forever. The last one is the kind of thing that catches almost everyone off guard. Start with one that sounds almost too strange to be true. Super glue, the same stuff in a tiny tube in your drawer, can actually be used to seal a small cut. It works because the glue bonds quickly to skin and holds the edges of a wound together, helping to stop bleeding and keep dirt out. This is not a random trick either. A version of this idea was used during wartime to quickly close wounds on the battlefield when proper medical care was far away. But this fact comes with a serious warning that matters more than the trick itself. Regular household super glue is not the same as the medical grade version doctors use, and it can irritate or even harm the skin. It should only ever be considered for a small, clean, shallow cut in a pinch, never for a deep, large, or dirty wound. Anything serious needs real medical attention, not a tube of glue. Think of this as emergency knowledge, not a replacement for seeing a doctor when it counts. Now move from the medicine cabinet to the kitchen, where the next fact could prevent a catastrophe. If a pan of cooking oil or grease ever catches fire, there is one thing you must never do. Never throw water on it. It feels like the obvious move, since water puts out most fires, but with a grease fire it does the exact opposite. The water instantly turns to steam and violently scatters the burning oil, causing the flames to explode outward and spread in a terrifying flash. So what should you do instead? The answer is to smother it. The safest move for a small grease fire is to carefully slide a lid over the pan, cutting off the oxygen the flames need to survive. Turning off the heat source is critical too. If there is no lid handy, pouring baking soda over a small grease fire can help smother it as well. The key idea is to starve the fire of air, never to splash it with water. That one rule could save a kitchen, a home, or a life. The third fact takes you outside, into a thunderstorm, and turns the sky into a simple tool. When you see a flash of lightning, you can actually estimate how far away the storm is. The trick relies on the fact that light travels almost instantly, but sound travels much slower. So the moment you see a lightning flash, start counting the seconds until you hear the thunder. The longer the gap, the farther away the lightning struck. Here's how to read it. Roughly every 5 seconds you count between the flash and the thunder equals about 1 mile of distance. So if you count to 10, the lightning is around 2 miles away. If you count to 5, it is only about a mile off, which is close enough to be dangerous. If the gap between flash and thunder is getting shorter, the storm is moving toward you, and that is your signal to get to safe shelter immediately. The sky is literally telling you how much time you have. That counting trick is more than a fun party fact. Lightning can strike from surprisingly far away, even from a part of the storm that is not directly overhead. Knowing the storm is closing in gives you precious time to react before you are caught in the most dangerous zone. A simple count in your head can be the difference between getting indoors safely and being caught exposed at the worst possible moment. It costs nothing to remember and could save your life. Now for a fact about water that surprises nearly everyone. Drowning does not look like drowning. In movies, a drowning person splashes wildly, waves their arms, and screams for help. In real life, it is almost always the opposite. A drowning person is usually silent. They cannot call out because their body is instinctively using every bit of effort just to keep their mouth above the water and breathe. There is no energy left for shouting or waving. This is why drownings so often happen without a sound, even in crowded pools with people nearby. The victim does not make a dramatic scene, so others assume everything is fine. A drowning person tends to stay upright in the water, with their head low and tilted back, pressing down with their arms as if trying to climb an invisible ladder. They cannot wave for help, and they rarely make noise. To an untrained eye, they can look like they are simply treading water or playing. Knowing this can make you a literal lifesaver, especially around children. The advice from experts is to watch for the quiet signs rather than waiting for loud cries for help. If a swimmer goes silent, has a glassy or panicked stare, or seems to be struggling to keep their head up without making progress, something may be very wrong. A good rule is that real swimmers and players are usually noisy. Sudden silence in the water is the sound you should fear the most. When you put these facts together, a clear theme emerges. Surviving an emergency is often less about strength or luck and more about knowing the right thing to do in a split second. The person who knows not to throw water on a grease fire, who can count the distance to a storm, or who recognizes silent drowning has a powerful advantage. These are not complicated skills. They are simple pieces of knowledge that wait in the back of your mind until the day you suddenly need them. There is a reason these particular facts are worth committing to memory, rather than just nodding along to. In a true emergency, panic takes over and clear thinking gets hard. People fall back on instinct, and instinct is exactly what leads someone to splash water on a grease fire or assume a silent swimmer is fine. Knowing the correct response ahead of time means it can surface automatically when seconds matter most. The facts only help if they are already in your head before the crisis hits. What ties all five together is that none of them require special equipment or training. They are pure knowledge, the kind anyone can carry around for free. A tube of glue, a pot lid, a count in your head, a careful eye at the pool. The tools are already around you. The only thing missing, for most people, is knowing how and when to use them. That is what turns an ordinary person into the one who stays calm and acts while everyone else freezes. So tuck these away and share them with the people you care about. Tell your family why water and grease fires never mix. Teach a child to count the seconds after a lightning flash. Remind a friend that a silent swimmer might be in real trouble. These small facts spread easily, and every person who learns them becomes a little safer and a little more ready. One day, in a moment you never saw coming, one of them might be exactly what you need. If these facts surprised you, hit that like button to support the channel and help spread knowledge that could save a life. Subscribe so the next set of facts lands right on your feed, and drop a comment telling us which one shocked you the most. Did you know Facts has more coming, so stick around.